Do all prophetic dreams accurately predict the future? Today I'm going to address that question. I'm Lynmarie, and maybe those dreams are not the pizza. For over 20 years, I've helped thousands of dreamers worldwide make sense of their dreams, and I can do the same for you. The short answer as to whether all prophetic dreams accurately predict the future is no. It's no, not because the accuracy of prophetic dreams is questionable, but because prophetic dreams have a variety of purposes. I think it would be helpful here to visit the original meaning of the term prophetic. Over time, the term prophetic has been used universally to describe anything related to divinely inspired insights and predicting the future. But the term prophetic has its roots in ancient Hebrew, the language the Old Testament was scribed in. And so going back to that can be helpful. And when the New Testament was written in Koine Greek, their word for prophet was prophetes. In verb form, the word primarily means to speak forth by the inspiration of God. So biblically, in its broadest sense, the term prophetic speaks of forthtelling by divine authority. In a nutshell, speaking forth by divine inspiration. That means that by its original and biblical definition, prophecy is not limited to foretelling about the future. It's just limited to speaking the truth. Foretelling may be included in forthtelling, but not necessarily. If you're familiar with the Old Testament prophets, you might remember that Jeremiah and Ezekiel were prophets assigned to the southern kingdom, Judah, when the Hebrew nation was divided, and Elijah to the northern kingdom, which they termed Israel, geographically different than today's Israel. And you might recall that a great deal of their missions were to call those nations out of idolatry and back to their God. So a lot of what we read in 1st and 2nd Kings, Jeremiah, and Lamentations does not fall into the category of foretelling. Warning, yes, as in, here's what could happen. The point being that prophecy doesn't always involve foretelling the future. Most prophetic dreams speak into the present, and many of those bring prophecies about the future. But even when prophetic dreams don't predict the future, they contain important information and insight that can't be found elsewhere. There's great value in forthtelling, even without the foretelling component. Some dreams are intended to help us understand the past, so we can thrive better in the present. Some may help us heal from past disappointments and hurts by offering additional insight and alternative perspectives. While we tend to see things as losses or wastes, prophetic dreams can at times lead us to the positives to focus on. And prophetic dreams addressing present situations come with a variety of purposes. This makes me think back, sadly, to a young woman whose boyfriend drifted away, which left her feeling let down. But a dream showing the two of them in an elevator, he dressed as a fireman, bright yellow, helped her realize that this boyfriend's purpose in coming into her life was to help rescue her from the depths of mourning over the death of her fiancé the previous year. This boyfriend's mission to lift her up during that season was meant to be temporary. In understanding that, she was comforted and assured that loss wasn't going to define her life. What I'm trying to demonstrate is that dreams don't have to prophesy what's absolutely coming in the future in order to be helpful. In fact, the ones that prophesy the potential future are extremely helpful. Because as I mentioned elsewhere, they can help us change the future. But these types of dreams aren't limited to warning dreams, although warning dreams can rescue us from all sorts of calamity. I've had many dreams seeming to predict bleak outcomes, and I may be a little startled at first. But once I perceive what situation the dream is addressing, I discern how I can change that future. In one warning dream, I saw my mother-in-law lying on the floor dead. And my response to that dream changed her life in less than 2 days. But not all dreams prophesying the potential future are warning dreams. Some, for instance, inspire us to invent things. I know of several dreams where the potential future inspired dreamers to change the future. So, do all prophetic dreams predict the future? No, they can't, because they're not all addressing the future. Some speak into past situations, and most into current ones. And some include prophecies to stimulate action on the dreamer's part to change that future. But some do tell us what will happen, flat out. And I'll be talking about that, of course, in other videos. If you find all this intriguing, I hope you'll subscribe and click the notification bell. Till next time, every blessing, and live beyond your wildest dreams.